went online. We're going to have our first guest join in. It's 5 o'clock. Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Ana. I just joined Start Local Go Global in Florianopolis. This is going to be my first semester, and I'm very happy to be with you this afternoon. I'm also responsible for Curitiba chapter, so it's going to be my second semester, and I am very, very happy to be this afternoon here with you. And Paloma, can you present yourself too?
Yes, sure. Hello, everyone. Super excited to be here with you guys today. This is going to look a lot like a little bit of the session we usually do inside Start Local Global. And today we're going to hear you guys in your pitches. So I'm super excited and honored to be here and to learn more about your business and about your pitches and be able to meet some of the accepted founders we have for our next batch. So my name is Paloma. I'm a founder myself. I started my entrepreneurial journey in 2015 when I started my second startup. So I guess I started in 2013, but I wasn't that serious. In 2015, I opened and incorporated my first company. I went through the Founder Institute program in 2015 myself, graduating from the first batch in Curitiba. I was able to fundraise an angel round, to do funding lab, and also to be accelerated at ACE startups, which used to be Aceleratec in São Paulo. Now they have a virtual program of acceleration as well. I learned a lot through this past 5 years being an entrepreneur. And I had the fortune of getting one of my investors, which is Jupiter, venture partner of Founder Institute, which was an early investor in my company, to invite me recently to join their team. So I'm in this transition now from being invested to be able to start helping other startups, especially global startups. I had the fortune of going fundraising outside when I won the Young Leaders of America Initiative, which is a program from the U.S. Embassy that helps young leaders all across the globe. About 20 Brazilians every year get the chance to go to the U.S. And spend a month learning how to do business internationally and learning how to expand our businesses. When I went to the U.S., I was hosted by one of our awesome mentors at Start Local Global, Charles Rett. He's the founder of RS21, the shirt I'm wearing today in his honor. So I got to go to the US to do my pitch there in English, fundraise. It was an awesome experience. And I'm honored just to be part of Start Local Global because I know how hard it is for us Latin America founders to do business globally and to do our pitches in English, to practice, to learn. So I'm really excited to be here and super excited to meet all the founders.
Okay, so Paloma, can you put our presentation online? I just want to take a couple of minutes to explain you how the program is going to run, how is it going to be, and then we are going to jump in straight in our pitches, okay? So, Start Local Go Global is a very special edition of Founder Institute. And the Founder is an early stage acceleration program. We are very focused on this beginning of the entrepreneurial journey. And it is in partnership with Jupiter, which is also helping aspiring entrepreneurs and startup founders that want to build a company that is going to, be global since day one. So if you want to apply to the program, you haven't applied yet, you just get into this link. Now about founders. Founders today is the largest startup accelerator for this early stage. So we are in more than 180 cities. We have already graduated more than 4,000 founders all across the globe. And we have a 15,000 mentors network that you can access from Brazil, everywhere. So recently we had a chat with Adel Ressi, that is the founder of Founder Institute, and he said, we have almost everything inside our company, because almost any idea you could have for your company, there is a mentor worldwide that can help you to develop your job. So in the next slide, we have a program that lasts 4 months. It's 14 weeks. And then it's a part-time, because sometimes you have an idea, but you are still working. It's not a problem. This is something that you can, make the transition on your career. You can start from idea and then develop your idea, or maybe you can have your idea already working in a company, and you have maybe your first oh my God, I forgot the word. You have maybe your first invoices and your regular revenues, but you didn't have the growth yet. So this is why we have two tracks. The launch tracks is for very early founders, focus on validation, joining team and going to market. And then we have the second one, that's the growth track for later founders, team focus on traction and funding. So, but if you have already regular revenues and growth, maybe it's not going to be founder your accelerator. So it's a proven methodology to reach traction and funding. It's a highly structured and sequential process. So you join every week. We are going to have sessions with mentors, and you're going to have some job to do regarding this specific topic. For example, it can be vision in the first week, product, marketing, or legal, or hiring and onboarding people. So every week we have mentors that are going to listen to your pitch, to give you feedback on your pitch. And after, you're going to listen to the mentors that are very qualified on the topic. And then you can have your office hours with them if you need, or just do your exercises. You have 1 week to deliver the job of the week. It's going to be written by us, and to see if you have completed in a very good shape your job. If not, maybe you can be requested to do something more. Yeah, and this is consecutive to help you build your company in a very structured way. Okay. So here, just to have an idea of the mentors we have. So for example, Marcos Dantos, that is a Shark Tank from Mexico, Fabio Póvoa, Bettina Zanetti from Nanovetores in Florianópolis, Emilia Chagas from Content Tools. These are they are in the list of the mentors for Start Local, Go Global. And mentors provide weekly feedback, evaluation, and training. And mentors are invested in your success through the Equity Collective. So to join Equity Collective, I would like to explain better, because to join the program, you have to pay the fee. We are going to talk about later. but there is also the Equity Collective. This is how mentors, local directors, and even you are going to, this is a way to make you invest even more in the success of the founders we have in each chapter, in each batch, because you're going to give an option for Founder Institute to buy, to pay for maximum 4% of your company. This is not giving, this is Equity Collective. We are going to buy from you. 1% is going to the headquarters, 1% is distributed with the local leaders, 1% go to the mentors that are mentoring that semester, and 1% is going to the founders that are going to, that arrive until the end of the program, that graduate, okay? So each one of you are going to have a small part of the possibility to have a small part of the company of your friend, your fellow friend that are going till the end with you in the chapter. And for the mentors, leaders, and headquarters, this is a way we found to compensate everyone for the efforts to make you a very strong founder and your company a very strong company too, okay? But this is not, you are giving us the right to buy from you. And the price is going to be established in your first, the money, the seed money you're going to receive. Then we are going to set the value of your company, and we are going to have 15 years to buy your company or to sell this warrant, this option of buying your company, okay? So this is one way we are going to be, you know, we are going to share your success. So we have this core program that is the 14 weeks acceleration. After we have Founder Lab, that is for the ones that need more structure to get a product market fit. I think, Paloma, you have made Founder Lab, didn't you? Paloma? Hey, Paloma, can you tell us a little bit about the Founder Lab, because you have participated on it?
Sure.
Just a few words.
I was muted, but for everyone that graduates, Founder Institute is a lifetime of support, because Founder Institute gets into your option pool, so you actually become a partner long term with the mentors, with the leaders. Founder Institute is way more than just 14 weeks. If you graduate, is a lifetime of support. And then for graduates, we get to apply when it's time and when we need it to continuity programs. One of them is the product market fit for people that want to dig deeper and validate even more their product market fit. Funding Lab, which is the one I did, is to help you learn how to fundraise. And then Founder Institute is not a fundraising program, the core program, but this one is. So whenever you're ready, whenever you have the early validation and some traction and you go for funding, this program is really hard, but it helps you learn the nitty gritty of the best practice with top fundraisers in the startup world globally with Adeoresi itself. And the venture program is even harder, is when you go for a Series A or a Series B funding, and then Founder Institute gets you the help you need with no extra cost in you guys' case to take your company for a next level of funding. So that's why the Equity Collective is so important, because it keeps headquarters and all your mentors engaged in your company, lifetime continued support.
Thank you, Paloma. So we have an application fee that is to do the test that maybe a lot of you have already done. So if you didn't have done your test yet, you can, today, the application fee is going to be for free. So you just have to jump in the fe.co and then start this test, the DNA test. You are going to receive a feedback of how is your entrepreneur way, and we are going to receive it too, to see if you're going to be validated to join or not. And the fee today is $699. This semester we have a discount, so it's going to be $599. And we have also in Brazil the possibility to pay in installments by e-banks. So if you have already gone into the test, if you were accepted to the batch, then you just have to jump in and pay the $599 fee. Okay, this is a discount for Brazil for this semester. So we have several partners of this program, this special edition. Jupiter, that we have already mentioned. We have World Trade Center Curitiba, and the Embassy of the United States and from the Great Britain. And Inovativa, Instituto Legado, Acati from Florianópolis are ecosystem partners. And we have also some investment partners. So we have LAS, Gear Venture VC, and Bossa Nova VC, okay? And we also have a lot of events, free events. So next week we are going to have a demo day with CRIS ARCANGELI, that is a Shark Tank from Brazil, and she's also CEO from Built-in. And the recent graduates from Founder Institute Salvador are going to pitch their ideas to CRIS ARCANGELI next week. So if you want to see this Shark Tank, you have just to go through fe.co/events and make your inscription, okay? So now we are going to jump into our Founder Institute one-sentence speech format. This is what we call the Startup Mad Libs. So you're going to have 1 minute to present yourselves, because normally this is the time of an elevator journey. So you're going to start with my company, and then you state the name of your company is developing, and then exactly what you are going to offer, like a website, mobile application, hardware, desktop software, a SaaS, or whatever you're going to offer, to help who is going to be the public or the people you are going to offer your application or your your product, to solve what problem, and what is going to be your secret sauce. Okay, so the target audience, for example, like to help women aging 25 to 35 years, and now that you have what you're going to solve, the problem of the person. For one example, to reduce the time to collect bill payments, or to engage in an immersive entertainment experience. And then the secret sauce, by sending automated email alerts, or with virtual words constructed in reaction to the movement of the players. You know, what is going to be so different that you're going to offer that nobody can do it in your company? So here is the example of Founder Institute. So my company, the Founder Institute, is developing a training and mentoring program to help entrepreneurs launching a new startup, creating meaningful and enduring technology companies with a shared equity that encourages peer support. Okay, so this is the Founder Institute Mad Libs, and now we want to hear yours, your one sentence pitch format. So how is it going to work now? Everybody that wants to pitch, just write in the chat, okay? I want to pitch, put your name down there, and then we are going to listen to your pitch. And after Paloma and I, we are going to evaluate your pitch. So we are going to give you 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 and 2, it's because you have a lot to increase, still to increase. And 4 or 5, if it's already very good, and we are going to tell you why, okay? So when you're ready and want to start, we are ready to hear you and to give you very honest feedback about your pitch, okay? So who wants to start? Just tell us in the chat, yeah? Give your name, and then we are going to open to promote you to presenter. No, nobody with courage.
To be the first one, I just got drop off, so I lost the chat. Can you hear me well?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I got a little bit cut off there, but so I don't know if someone said it in the chat who is going to be the first one pitching. We're going to wait for you guys to pronounce yourselves, and then I'm going to promote you as... If you do not want to pitch and you just want to listen, it's okay, but it's really important, and you will have to do that every session during the program. That's why we're here to practice. Sometimes being the first one has this disadvantage, but it also has the benefits of we haven't heard any pitch yet, so you're going to be the first one, and we usually give you a break. So part of being an entrepreneur, it is creating the courage. Nima, which is our one of our local leaders and director of Founder Institute Brazil, he always puts up this slide in his presentation about customer development that says that in the entrepreneurship world, we usually think we're missing more genius people that are smarter, but in fact we're missing more courage, and courage beats genius every day. And I think it's a quote from Einstein, which says that something like that, courage beats intelligence and genius every day. And it's sometimes hard to do your pitch in English because it's a second language for most of us. I believe everyone that's here. But we just gotta get to it.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't want to pitch, hi. Oh, very good, Cristiano.
Awesome. Let's promote
go,
Cristiano. That's really cool. So I just promoted Cristiano as a panelist. You guys do not need to turn on your camera if you don't want, but please feel welcome to it.
Can you hear me?
Perfectly, Cristiano.
I don't have video, but I have a baby here.
No problem,
Okay.
Cristiano.
I believe everyone realized this.
Yes, we are seeing a lot. I take part of some boards and meetings and VCs meetings, and there is always children in the middle, you know, jumping in and wanting to participate. So don't worry, we are more than accustomed to it.
Yeah, this is the only option that I have today. But hi everyone, I am Cristiano, CEO at WireShape. I have more than 10 years in 3D development, with the last 5 years focusing 3D scanning. And today, the main games and movies are created using 3D techniques, and what feed these productions are 3D models. These producers spend a lot of time and money producing thousands of these models manually. So we create a digital platform when photographers make money by sending your images that are converted in 3D models with a high fidelity and details and ready for use in any game, film, VR, or VR productions. We provide a monthly subscription plan that fits in all sizes of pockets. We are running an MVP and we have some big players testing our products. While Shape took the challenge to digitalize the world in details, and you're welcome to join us. This is more or less my pitch from 1 minute.
Yeah, you really did 1 minute exactly.
Okay.
Perfect timing.
Do you guys can understand a little bit about Wireshape?
Sure. So right now we're going to do just like we do in the session, which is every time you pitch, right in the beginning of a session, you get to pitch your idea, not every week, but almost every week if you want to. And then the guest mentors will give you a score. I just felt when Anna was just explaining, but we're going to simulate this here for you guys. We are also mentors in the program, so we do that in multiple cities. So 1 means I don't get it. 2 means there's something here, I'm not really sure, but like keep digging. 4 means I would advise on it. There's something here. I like it. 5 means I would invest on it. Come talk with me after. You guys notice node number 3 because there's no half-ass company. There's no staying in the middle.
There's no average.
There's no average.
Just to force us to tell you need to improve or you are on the good track.
Awesome. So let's do 3, 2, 1. Score, Anna.
Yeah.
So you got 1 4 and 1 2.
Yeah, but this 2 was very hard to put 2, okay? Because I was between 2 and 4, and so Paloma is going to feedback you first, and then I'm going to feedback you, okay?
Okay. I'm looking forward to hear you guys.
So just like you guys have time, we also give time for our feedback. So I'm going to put here, we're going to have three minutes of feedback from mentors, which we do in the session as well. I'm going to start really direct to the point here. I love the structure of your pitch. It was clear to me, and I really liked how you started with your previous experience. So that makes me understand that at least you, I don't know about your team, but you know what it takes to build this product. And then you gave me the problem. People spend a lot of time building models, and I can 3D scan them, and that makes it faster. It would be good to maybe add how much faster, how much cheaper, like is it double the time that they spend? Is it half of the time they're going to spend? I don't know. And then you told me the solution, which sounds to be something to be scalable because you're using designers to produce, and I got it, I think. You told me about the monthly subscription, which shows me that you're already monetizing, or maybe you're in an MVP stage. So you gave me your stage, which is really hard to do in a 1-minute pitch, but you already gave me an idea of where you at. Your MVP, you already got some clients. Maybe they're not paying yet, but they're already testing. So really good. But maybe you can be even more specific. How much are they monthly paying you? Or if they are not paying you yet, how much do you plan to? And what's your ask? Something really important in a pitch is maybe ask something like, we're looking for customers, or we're looking for a designer now, or what it's missing for you to be in the next level. We're looking for investment. So I always try to finish your pitch with an ask.
Okay.
So for me, I think that you used the time very well. Yeah, it seems that you have trained it, but really the only thing that put me on 2 then on 4 was that I couldn't get exactly what is so different that you do. Okay, that what is the secret sauce? It seemed that everything was quite the same, because you are talking so, and I'm going to do it in a specific way. Nobody does it. It is so new, or the price is so cheap. What makes you so different from anybody that can do this? So why I'm, as a photographer or a producer, I'm going to buy your product instead of any other. So if it is unique, nobody does it, so you should use it. It is unique solution. Nobody in the world has the same, or nobody in Brazil, or, you know, just to emphasize what makes you different, because you felt very confident, Cristiano. And I got curious to know what is your secret sauce?
I believe I saw the feature the students cannot reply, right? But this moment this really don't be applicated.
So the idea is whenever you're pitching, unless it's like a review, which is going to be a disqualification or qualification stage.
Yes.
The idea is not to give feedback, like to reply a feedback, because you meant to absorb what you're receiving, and then you get the chance to find Ana or find me later and do an office hour to discuss it. Because we are just analyzing 1 minute, so it's not that we expect you to also have all the answers in 1 minute. But what is good for the feedback, it doesn't mean a mentor also knows it all. So that's a process you're going to learn through the program, is how to take feedback. And it's really painful in the beginning, because some things are like, you just want to like, it's right here, but your job as a founder is make the 1 minute as much as optimized and as better as you want. So if it wasn't clear for Ana, your differentiator, it means that you got to work for next week, the next session, and make that more clear. You don't need to reply right away, because that's not the point. The point is for you to understand that something is missing, at least in one mentor perspective. So there's no need for you to reply right now. The idea is just to absorb and to start understanding the process of pitching during the program.
But I want to reply. I believe that
we always do. We always do.
You know, Cristiano, the thing is that normally when you're talking to investors, except if you're talking to your public, the ones that are going to buy what you sell, it's quite easy, because they understand the words you say.
Yes.
Because they are your public, and they work with the same things you work to. But when you are talking to an investor or somebody that are going to, you know, to give you a space or money or anything that you need, they need to understand what you provide differently. They need to, you know, I don't understand what you do, but it's not an issue, okay?
Okay.
I just need to understand, you know, what kind of value does it bring? Nobody can understand everything from all businesses in the world, but we need to understand, oh, my business provides this and make this easier. It's so unique, you know, to
Yeah.
anybody understand what you do, what you put in the world.
Yeah,
And
I believe I put it in Pit, but I don't don't have featured some the right point. I believe about this you say.
yeah, but you have courage. And when you have courage, Cristiano, life is easier, okay? Because you already have your first feedback and you can improve. And I'm a person that don't understand at all what you do, but I got interested to know what is it.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. So whoever wants to go next, please let us know in the chat. And then I can promote you. So I'm going to remove Cristiano right now.
Cristiano,
if you're
have
a
you already done
co-founder.
the test?
Sorry?
You have already done the test? You are accepted to the program, yeah?
Yes, I already pay my fee and
already
I am in.
Welcome, Cristiano.
Thank you. See you guys later.
So I am going to understand a lot from your business.
So I'm going to remove Chris.
I
Go
believe this looks like a free test drive.
Yes, sure.
That was the idea today. Everybody that's getting the chance to pitch that got invited today was actually already approved. There was one or another that was extra, but
applied too that did not finish the test yet.
Yeah, so most of you guys are already interested. So guys, a comment in the chat if you want to pitch. It's really interesting, and then I'm gonna share a little bit here my experience pitching, even in the program, right? Every pitch has a purpose, so you gotta be really clear. What is this purpose? So a 1 minute pitch is gonna have a different purpose than a 5 minute pitch, than a 10 minutes pitch, right? So the 1 minute, you gotta be really catch the attention. So when you're in an elevator, you literally want to get a meeting, right? Like you don't want to like get 100,000 in investment. It's not in the elevator that the guy is going to decide, but you got to get that interest to get you the meeting, to get you the second meeting that's going to get you the 100K or the 300K. I had that experience with one of our venture partners, Humberto Matsuda. One day I was in the elevator of ACE in São Paulo. We were having a training, and I got in the elevator. I had no idea who Humberto was at the time. He's an impact investor, one of the first ones in Brazil, the first fund. I got in the elevator, and I don't know what we were talking about. I had no idea he was even going to ACE, and he mentioned something like, excuse me. I was like, hi, how are you doing? And he's like, oh, you're going to ACE? I'm like, yeah, I'm one of the startups. He's like, what do you do? And then I told him right there, like, Peace Labs is, like, I just threw my Mad Libs. And I left the elevator with his card. And he's like, he was going to the board meeting. He was one of the investors in the fund of the accelerator I was at. Everybody, as soon as he left the elevator, everybody came to, like, attack him, like, all the startups that were there. And there was like 5 people in the elevator, and nobody said a word. And this guy that nobody knew who it was just asked, what do you do? And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. So you got to have your pitch ready. Humberto did not invest in my company, but it was a great relationship overall. He's one of our mentors as well. You guys might saw him in the demo day and a few events we've done. So you never know who is in the audience. You don't know like who is in the elevator with you, right? You don't know if there is a person that has been part of it or not. I think I removed Cristiano as a panelist, and he also dropped off the call, so I don't know why I did that. But if anyone has Cristiano's contact, so
Yeah,
he can jump back in. Somehow when I took him off as a panelist, he dropped off. So it's really important for you guys to take every opportunity you have to do a pitch. Even if you're not secure enough, maybe you don't know who that person is, maybe you don't think that's the right moment, but if someone gives you the opportunity to do a pitch, you should just do it just to practice. Because the more you practice, the more you train, whenever that chance comes, you're going to be ready. So that shows you also who you are as an entrepreneur, because there's going to be a lot of opportunities presented to you during this program, and it's going to be a different program for everyone, and you're going to be able to either take the chance, be vulnerable, get out of your comfort zone and do it, even though it doesn't look that right, you just do it, or you're just going to be in your comfort zone and not grow as much as you could. So if you're a co-founder, you're not the guy that pitches all the time, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to learn how to pitch.
Mm-hmm. I'm writing to Cristiano, okay, Paloma?
Awesome.
So somebody else?
Who's next?
Courage.
We're looking at the chat. Oh, Cristiano is back. I'm happy you came back. We're still learning how to use. This is a normal process when we do sessions, but you guys don't get in as guests then. You guys get in as finalists as well. Today, we're experiencing this new tool.
Ingrid wants to pitch, Paloma.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So let's promote female founders.
Courage.
Female founders are also welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
I think you guys now know a little bit about our company, but I will present myself too.
It's really important. Just let me add one thing before you start. When we listen to your pitch, we are going to raise everything we just heard. So whenever we have co-founders in the program, we're not going to evaluate your pitch based on what we just heard. So don't worry about that part. Just do your pitch as we haven't heard anything.
Okay, I will start. So, hi, my name is Ingrid. I'm CPO at Wireshape, and I have 11 years of experience in 3D computer graphics. Nowadays, professional photographers have lost demand. On the other hand, VFX, VR, AR, and game developers face an enormous amount of time and money spent on producing virtual environments with thousands of 3D models. We have developed an online ecosystem where photographers can make money by becoming collaborators. When you upload a sequence of photos, they will automatically convert it into high-fidelity 3D scanned models that will be made available on our marketplace through monthly subscriptions, enabling real objects and monuments from around the world to be ready for use in virtual worlds, reaching a market value and more than $2 trillion. Okay.
So you have 1 second left. Great time.
Yeah, bye.
So let's do scores on that. Are you ready?
Yeah, Paloma. 1, 2, 3.
2-2.
2-2.
Okay.
Let's start with Anna this time.
Yeah. So first, congratulations for your courage, Ingrid, because this is essential, you know, for entrepreneurs, because we can move if we stick inside of us. Okay, so we need to push. So my comment, I understand that you and Cristiano are co-founders
Yes.
of the same company. Okay, so the pitch is similar, but my point is almost the same. You know, what is so different that you do? Does anybody do it? Is it unique? You know, why, if I am a photographer, what is the normal process? You need to hire. This is a marketplace of photos in 3Ds. So does it already exist somewhere, somehow in the world? Are you going to speed up the process? Is it going to be cheaper for everybody? Is there somebody that is intermediating that you are, you know, cutting off? Or, you know, the process is that somebody has to hire somebody to do something that he doesn't know yet what's it going to be. You know, this differentiator is that the main thing I didn't get from your pitches.
Okay.
But courage top, time top, sequence okay, but only one thing more, it would be a 4-2.
Okay.
Yeah, I was also between a 4 and a 2. I felt like I didn't know much of what stage are you guys in. Is this just an idea? Do you have clients? I think I was kind of missing to know where you're at. I know that you have a lot of experience, so I believe you're more than just an idea stage. And I felt that need to know, do you have customers, how they are? And then thinking about both of you, something that only came up in my mind right now is, when you tell me that's a monthly subscription, who is paying that? Is it a photographer that's paying a monthly subscription? The problem is the time that the photographer spends creating these elements, if I understood correctly. So you're saving the photographer time and he's paying for it, or the person that's paying for the service is who is buying the elements in your marketplace? I think I got confused a little bit about who is your client, and if you have a customer that doesn't pay and someone else pays the bill, who is paying the bill in the end? Like, it got me a little confused over there. So maybe clarify, if you just show monthly membership, monthly subscription, it made me question, like, would the photographer pay for that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understood that it is the photographer that pays, you know, to host his production, and somebody is going to come and buy. Is that so?
No, the photographers, I think we can put this more clear in the next time, because the photographers was being collaborators. They upload your photographers, and automatically our platform will transform it in 3D models, 3D scanned models. This will be made available in our marketplace for producers of games and movies. It's a e-commerce for 3D models, scanned 3D models.
And then you get a percentage of whatever the people sell, right?
we are co-authors of the 3D models because
So you get a part of it. You get a part of whatever it's
the
sold.
the photographers only sent the images. We will transform it in 3D models.
But who pays for, like, where does the money go? Like, does the person that buys the element pays you guys, and then you guys give a part for the photographer?
Yes, the studios will pay a monthly subscriptions. The studios and agencies of advertising that will pay the monthly subscriptions for use,
Yeah,
not the
like
images, but the 3D models.
Yeah.
It's like
I
a
didn't
photo
understand
gallery of 3D models.
Yes, 3D scanned models, not only 3D simple models, but 3D models based in the reality.
So yeah, maybe the way you want to structure your pitch next time tells me more about that, because maybe you're not solving a problem for the photographer, or you are, but like indirectly. But you're making 3D printed object scans cheaper, because then if it's easier to make, I'm a studio and I buy it cheaper, right? I don't like it's instead of buying like every piece or more expensive, I pay a monthly subscription, and that's cheaper. Because I don't think me or Anna understood how you guys were charging who you're charging. So it's just an idea for next. So Ingrid, I'm not gonna drop you out because you're gonna leave the call apparently. So you're gonna stay here just unmuted, okay?
Okay, thank you for the feedbacks.
Yeah, thank you for your courage, Cristiano and Ingrid. So we still have time for last one. If somebody wants to, we are in the last minutes. Hey, come on, people.
Don't be shy.
Yeah?
I'm telling
We
you.
are too far to bite you.
This is a practice turn. You guys should see how it is when we have during the sessions. It's really intense.
If you don't want to pitch, is there anything you would like to know from the program? Just chat us, we can answer you. Any doubts in the program or so? No?
So guys, there's also the opportunity for you to participate in Pitch in Portuguese, which is the event that's going to start in 5 minutes.
No, in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, sorry.
It's going to be at 7 p.m.
Yeah, sorry, I confused. Do you want to tell us a little bit, Anna, if someone else wants to join? Maybe they're shy about the English.
So we are going to have, we are going to have the same event, a pitch night, in the Curitiba chapter. It's going to start at 7 o'clock. If anybody wants to join us there, you just get in fe.co, and there is the list of events running. I don't know, Paloma, if it's easy for you to put the link for them.
So this one is a general event. So I'm gonna get also you guys the event today. So if language is a barrier for you, unfortunately, as our local global, you will need to practice your English. This is one of the things why we launched this program. Every time that we have our grads, companies that make to the final line at Founder Institute Brazil, They get invited to the continuity programs in the US. They get invited, like I did, to go to Founder X, which is a global event in Silicon Valley with graduates from all across the globe that got selected for the select portfolio or their fundraising to go there and sit down with Stephen Horvitz, that was an early investor at Tesla, with Don, number 3 employee of like Microsoft. And the problem when we get there is we're not ready for English, right? Like we're super like dominating Brazil, like we can sit with any investor, we're good to go. And then we get there and we don't necessarily are ready to not even internationalize, because sometimes you're like, you don't, you need to go and open an office in US or open an office in Mexico, but it's a great opportunity for fundraising. When you fundraise dollars, if you get $100,000, this is 500,000 reais, right? So one strategy is, instead of fundraising in Brazil, fundraise in US if you're a global company, because there's also not, so that's a really important thing we learned, is that you just gotta be ready if you want to be a global company. If you want to take that, not everybody needs to have that. It's right now. Like, you can leave it to after you're like 5 years from now, and then you're like, let me internationalize. That's not how startups work. If you want to be global, you gotta, even if you do everything in Brazil, you gotta start global from day one, because it's gonna just take a lot of effort for in 5 years to decide, let's change it, let's go global, right? It's possible. And a lot of our mentors are going to talk about that. We have right now like Emilia Chagas, which Ana mentioned, just went global, totally global, getting acquired by Growth Hackers and becoming the CEO of Growth Hackers. We have founders like Alessio from Pipefy that started from day one in English, because his first company, Acesso Zero, that he did was totally niche Brazil-wise, and he had this really hard time going abroad. And then the second company, he sold that one for Submarino, I think. And then the second one, he's like, no way, I'm starting global from day one. So we're going to bring this guy to share with you first-hand experience of why it's so important to start global from day one. And then also international mentors sharing their experience of coming to Brazil or being global themselves. So link is in the chat for the event in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Anything
But
else?
it doesn't mind in English or in Portuguese, you know, if you are planning to launch your startup or to make it grow, a Founder Institute can really help you. So we expect to see you soon in one of our batches in Curitiba, Florianopolis, that is starting soon. And we have several other cities across the country. So the English one is just this. And then we have several Portuguese sessions and cohorts. So if you want to join, we are here to help you. If you have any doubts, you can write us, and we can get in touch to solve your questions, to guide you into this, okay? So we are finishing this event tonight. We want to thank you very much, Ingrid and Cristiano, for your courage to present your company. And we are going soon to learn a lot more about it. So thank you very much. We wish you a peaceful night. Yeah, rest well, everybody, and see you soon.
See you guys. Bye-bye.